Dear child of God, what the Lord has revealed to me is both astonishing and extremely concerning. The divine message I received mentions someone who has been causing you harm for a long time, a witch. Yes, my beloved child of God, a witch. Why do I call her that, and not just any ordinary woman? You'll soon understand as I tell you what has been shown to me. This revelation will make you realize that the difficulties you have encountered, the struggles that seemed never-ending, might have been orchestrated by her hand. When you start to connect the dots in your life, you'll notice how her dark influence has crept into every difficulty you've faced. You've felt the weight of your struggles, but after hearing this truth, you'll realize that this witch played a role in your suffering. But there is more, dear child of God, much more. What the Divine Lord has revealed regarding her current condition, what she is going through right now, will astound you. The person who intended to harm you is now facing the repercussions of her actions, and her pain is as shocking as the harm she has caused. You'll be shocked to know what destiny has befallen her. So stay with me, child of God, since there is much to discover. Let me tell you what God has shown me about this witch and how it all relates to your life. If you want to know how it all connects to your life, like this video and write 444. Dear God's child, have you ever stopped to truly pay attention to the nightmares or unpleasant dreams that have been bothering you for quite some time now? Or maybe you've discovered yourself slipping into self-destructive habits that you never had before. Perhaps you've noticed that your sleep patterns have become erratic, leaving you tossing and turning all night, unable to relax. But maybe the most disturbing of all is the overwhelming sensation of being drained, of being energetically spent, despite the fact that you have not strained yourself physically. Do any of these sound familiar? What if I told you, beloved child of God, that the symptoms you're experiencing aren't caused by a physical illness? You're not simply tired or stressed. No, this is far more shocking, something darker and wicked than you can imagine. What if your nightmares, tiredness, and harmful behaviors are caused by forces outside of your body? Isn't it unsettling? But, child of God, everything happens for a purpose. The Divine Lord has revealed something to me about what is really happening to you, and it is not what you think. If you want to know why all of this is happening, remain with me. Together, we will discover what the Lord has revealed about the true cause of your suffering. Trust me, it will shock you, but it will also set you free. If you want to know the true cause of your suffering, like this video and type 555. Dear child of God, the Divine Lord has revealed something truly astonishing. All of the nightmares, tiredness, and unusual behaviors you've been experiencing are not coincidental. Remember the witch we mentioned earlier in the video? She is responsible for everything. She has cast these afflictions on your life using her wicked spellwork. But I know what you are thinking. You've been wondering, will she continue to torment me? Will these terrible forces continue to hover over my life? Today, I am here to confidently tell you, no, she won't. Her power is crumbling right in front of your eyes, even if you can't see it yet. You might wonder how I can be so sure. How do I know that her reign of darkness over your life is ending? Listen carefully, because what I'm going to reveal comes directly from God's mouths. Remember the Bible's story of Queen Jezebel. Jezebel, like this witch, thought she was invincible. She twisted, misled, and caused immeasurable agony to others, believing that no consequences would ever come her way. She seemed so powerful, so untouchable, as she led people astray with her wicked ways. But what occurred at the end? God's divine justice struck her down. Jezebel's downfall was quick and shocking. She thought she was above judgment, but when God's justice came for her, she was flung down and devoured by the very dogs she thought herself superior to. And now, my beloved child of God, the same fate is unfolding for the witch who has been working against you. Just like Jezebel, she thought she could escape divine judgment. But the Lord has revealed her demise to me. For days, she has been vomiting blood, a direct and horrific punishment from God Himself. The spells she cast to hurt you are now turning on her, devouring her from within. It's as if God forced her to swallow the curses she attempted to throw at you, and they are now destroying her. Her power is diminishing, child of God, and the terrible powers she unleashed against you are being reversed. The wickedness she intended for you is now causing her own downfall, just as it did for Jezebel. God's justice is swift and unmistakable, and you will be free from her grasp. Dear child of God, the witch's power is diminishing, slipping through her fingers like sand. Every time she attempts to harm you, she suffers more. Every curse and evil spell she casts on you is now fully backfiring and turning against her. What she meant for your destruction is now causing her own demise. Her sorrow and torment are the result of God's divine justice for all of the devastation she has caused you. Just as it happened with Queen Jezebel, her evil has finally caught up with her. She thought she could escape judgment, but God sees everything. Now she is bearing the consequences of her actions, as the weight of her evil consumes her. Trust in God's power, child of God, since His justice is unfolding right in front of you. Child of God, hear this truth: her days of torturing you are over. No longer can she cast a dark shadow over your life. The Lord's protection surrounds you like a fortress, and His punishment falls on her. Every moment of her suffering demonstrates God's justice working in your favor. She thought she could harm you without consequences, but now she is facing the full force of divine wrath. So take solace in knowing that God's justice is on your side. You're safe in His hands. Stay faithful and strong, for the Lord has spoken, and His justice has already begun. Rest easy, child of God, your deliverance is here. If you believe in God, please like this video and type Amen. Even when life seems overwhelming, there is always something to be grateful for, child of God. You have chosen to operate from a place of gratitude, despite what is happening in the world around you, the chaos, the challenges, the noise. You make a conscious decision to go through everything with a grateful heart. This powerful decision lifts your spirit and allows you to rise above negativity. You are no longer burdened by the weight of anger, jealousy, or drama. Instead, you've aligned with a higher frequency, which transforms negative energy into light. Each time you choose gratitude, you shift the energy around you. It's as if you're erecting a protective shield that keeps the world's lower vibrations from pulling you. You refuse to let these lower frequencies define your existence. Your heart, anchored in thankfulness, is manifesting miracles even as you speak. Every intentional decision you've taken has brought you closer to the benefits you've been waiting for. Keep following this path, child of God, for your thankfulness attracts heavenly marvels. The changes you've made are opening doors that were formerly closed, and wonderful things are on the way.